The internet is in absolute meltdown tonight after a mysterious video, allegedly involving Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, exploded across social media. And according to insiders, the fallout behind palace doors has been nothing short of chaotic. Fans are shocked, emotions are running high, and the royal family is reportedly more divided than ever. But what exactly was caught on camera that has everyone talking? At first, it looked like just another glamorous celebrity clip, until viewers noticed something deeply unsettling hidden in the background. Within minutes, hashtags began trending worldwide. Comment sections erupted, and suddenly, rumors started spreading that Harry himself was panicking over the unexpected reaction. Some fans defended Meghan passionately, calling the backlash unfair and cruel, while others accused the couple of hiding the truth for months. The tension escalated so quickly that even royal commentators couldn't keep up. But here, where things get even more dramatic, sources close to the couple claim the viral footage may have exposed a private disagreement that was never supposed to become public. One insider allegedly whispered, "Harry knew this could change everything." And if that wasn't explosive enough, reports now suggest certain members of the royal family reacted in complete silence, a silence many are calling louder than words. So what was really in the video? Why are fans convinced this could be the beginning of another royal crisis? And most importantly, is this the moment Harry and Meghan's carefully crafted image finally starts to crack? Stay tuned, because this story only gets more shocking from here. The story begins with a quiet morning in Montecito, where everything looked calm on the outside, but behind the gates, tension was already building. Meghan was reportedly sitting in the living room, scrolling through her phone, when the first wave of notifications began to appear. At first, it was just one message, then another, then dozens. Within minutes, the clip was everywhere. "Harry," Meghan said softly, her voice filled with worry. "You need to see this." Harry walked in, confused at first, but the moment he saw the screen, his face changed. The video had already gained thousands of views, and the comments were moving so fast that he could barely read them. "What is this?" Harry asked, his voice low. Meghan didn't answer immediately. She just kept staring at the phone as fans argued online. Some were defending her, saying people were twisting the moment unfairly. Others were furious, claiming the video revealed something much bigger than anyone expected. And that was the problem. Nobody really knew the full story, but everyone had an opinion. Within an hour, the clip had crossed over from fan pages to major gossip channels. Titles started appearing everywhere. "Meghan's viral moment raises questions," Harry reportedly worried after video explodes online, and royal fans divided over shocking footage. Harry paced the room, running his hand through his hair. "This is exactly what I was afraid of," he said. Meghan looked up sharply. "Afraid of what, Harry?" He stopped walking. For a second, the room went completely silent. "Afraid that people would take one moment and turn it into a weapon," he replied. Meghan's eyes filled with frustration. That is what they always do. They don't ask questions. They don't care about context. They just decide what story they want to believe. But even Meghan could not deny that this time felt different. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and the family was left divided once again by a storm that no one saw coming. Across the ocean, royal watchers were already reacting. Commentators began debating every second of the video. Body language experts appeared online, claiming Meghan looked uncomfortable. Others claimed Harry seemed nervous. Some even suggested the footage showed a hidden argument between the couple, though nothing was confirmed. Meanwhile, inside the royal circle, the reaction was cold and careful. No public statement came. No comment was given. But according to the fictional drama unfolding in the public imagination, the silence only made things worse. At Kensington Palace, William allegedly received a message from a close aide. "The video is everywhere," the aide said. William looked at the screen, sighed, and placed the phone down. "Not again," he muttered. Kate, standing nearby, noticed the look on his face. "What happened?" William hesitated. Harry and Meghan, another viral situation. Kate's expression became serious. "Is it bad?" William looked away. It depends who you ask. That was the issue. To some people, the video was harmless. To others, it was explosive. And to the media, it was the perfect storm. Back in Montecito, Meghan was trying to stay calm, but the pressure was rising. Every refresh brought new reactions. Fans were divided into two camps. One side believed Meghan was being attacked unfairly. The other believed the video showed a side of her that she had tried to hide. Harry tried to comfort her, but he was struggling too. "We should release a statement," Meghan said. Harry shook his head. "That may only make it worse." "So what do we do?" she asked. He looked at her exhausted. "We wait." But waiting was almost impossible when the entire internet was watching. By midday, the video had reached millions of views. TikTok edits, reaction videos, and YouTube breakdowns flooded every platform. People slowed the clip down, zoomed in, added dramatic music, and created theories out of every glance, every movement, every expression. One fan posted, "I feel bad for Meghan. People are reaching." Another wrote, "Harry looks scared. Something is definitely wrong." A third comment said, "This family drama never ends." And just like that, the story became bigger than the video itself. It became about trust, image, marriage, power, and the never-ending question, were Harry and Meghan still in control of their own story? Later that evening, the tension reportedly exploded. Harry was standing near the window, staring outside, while Meghan sat on the sofa, visibly upset. "You don't understand," Meghan said. "This is not just about a video. This is about everything. Every time I try to move forward, they pull me back into the same old drama." Harry turned around. "I do understand." "No," she said firmly. "You understand the royal side of it, but you don't understand what it feels like to be blamed for everything." Harry's face softened. "Meghan." But she interrupted him. "They say I changed you. They say I divided your family. They say every problem started with me. And now this video gives them another excuse." Harry looked torn. He loved Meghan, but he also knew the public reaction could damage everything they had worked to build. Their brand, their image, their future. It all depended on how people saw them. "I'm not blaming you," Harry said quietly. Meghan stood up. "Then why do you look so scared?" That question hit him hard. For a moment, he had no answer. Because maybe he was scared. Not of Meghan, not of the video itself, but of the machine that came after them every time their names started trending. The next twist came when a close friend allegedly called Meghan privately. "Do not respond emotionally," the friend warned. "People are waiting for one wrong word." Meghan listened silently. The friend continued, "You need to control the narrative before someone else does." Those words stayed with her. Control the narrative. That had always been the battle. From the palace to the press, from interviews to documentaries, Harry and Meghan had spent years trying to explain themselves. But this time, the viral video had created a story before they could speak. By the next morning, things became even more dramatic. A second clip surfaced, showing a different angle of the same event. Fans immediately began comparing both videos. Some said the new angle proved Meghan had been misunderstood. Others said it made the situation even worse. The internet erupted again. "Now this changes everything," one fan wrote. "No, it proves people judge too fast," another replied. The family was left divided, and the public was even more confused. Harry reportedly watched the second clip in silence. Meghan stood beside him with crossed arms. "Well," she asked. Harry took a deep breath. "It helps, but it also keeps the story alive." That was the painful truth. Even when new footage appeared to soften the criticism, it still kept their names in the spotlight. Every defense created another attack. Every explanation created another theory. Then came the phone call Harry had been avoiding. It was from someone connected to the royal family. Harry stared at the screen before answering. "Hello." The voice on the other end was formal, distant. "Harry, this has become a problem." Harry's jaw tightened. "For who?" "For everyone." Meghan watched him closely. Harry stepped away, lowering his voice. "This has nothing to do with the family." The response was cold. When your name is attached to it, it always has something to do with the family. Harry's frustration boiled over. "That is exactly the problem," he snapped. "No matter what we do, we are still treated like property." Meghan heard that and looked down, emotional. The call ended badly. No resolution, no warmth, just another crack in an already fragile relationship. And that is when the emotional heart of the drama came forward. This was not just about a viral video. It was about years of pressure, years of judgment, and a family that never seemed able to heal. Harry sat down, visibly shaken. Meghan walked over and placed a hand on his shoulder. "I didn't want this to happen," she said. "I know," he replied. "But I'm tired, Harry." He nodded. "So am I." For a brief moment, the drama faded, and what remained was two people overwhelmed by the weight of public life. But the internet did not slow down. By the afternoon, celebrity voices began joining the conversation. Some defended Meghan, saying the backlash proved how unfairly she was treated. Others suggested Harry and Meghan needed to be more careful because every public moment would be analyzed. One entertainment host said, "Whether you love them or dislike them, you cannot deny they know how to capture attention." Another added, "The problem is that attention can quickly become a trap." That line summed up the entire situation. Attention had helped Harry and Meghan build a new life, but attention had also turned every mistake, every expression, and every rumor into a global event. Then came the most dramatic twist yet. A rumor began spreading that Meghan wanted to release her own full version of the story through a personal video message. Harry, however, was reportedly against it. "No," Harry said firmly, "not right now." Meghan looked shocked. "So I should just stay silent while everyone attacks me?" "I'm trying to protect you." "Or are you trying to protect yourself?" The words cut deep. Harry stared at her. "That's not fair." Meghan's voice trembled. "None of this is fair." The argument grew heated. Emotions ran high as both of them struggled with the same fear from different sides. Meghan wanted to fight back. Harry wanted to avoid making things worse. Both believed they were right. Both felt misunderstood. "You don't know what silence does to me," Meghan said. "It makes people think I'm guilty." "And you don't know what reacting does," Harry replied. "It gives them more to tear apart." For a moment, neither spoke. Then Meghan whispered, "So what happens now?" Harry looked at the viral video on the screen, then back at her. "We decide who we are when everyone is watching." That line became the turning point. Instead of rushing into a statement, they reportedly gathered their team. PR advisors, close friends, and trusted contacts joined a tense call. Everyone had a different opinion. One advisor said, "Ignore it, it will fade." Another disagreed. "No, the silence is creating more suspicion." A third added, "A short, calm response may help." Meghan listened carefully, but Harry looked unconvinced. Then one team member said something that changed the mood. "The question is not whether the video is damaging. The question is whether people already believe what they want to believe." That hit everyone hard. Because in the world of royal drama, facts often matter less than perception. And perception was already spinning out of control. As night fell, the couple finally made a decision. They would not release an emotional video. They would not attack anyone. They would respond indirectly, with dignity, through their next public appearance. But before that could happen, another shock arrived. An old clip of Meghan resurfaced online, and critics began linking it to the new viral video. Suddenly, the story was no longer about one moment. It became a timeline, a pattern, a debate about Meghan's public image. Fans are shocked once again. Supporters argued that people were unfairly digging into the past. Critics claimed the old clip gave context, and neutral viewers simply wondered why every royal-related story had to become a battlefield. Harry saw the resurfaced clip and looked defeated. "They'll never stop," he said. Meghan's voice was calm but cold. Then we stopped trying to convince them. That was when Meghan seemed to shift from hurt to determined. She realized that defending herself to everyone was impossible. Some people would support her no matter what. Others would criticize her no matter what. The only thing she could control was how she moved forward. The next day, Meghan appeared at a planned event with a composed smile. Harry stood beside her, but fans immediately noticed his serious expression. Cameras flashed. Reporters shouted questions. "Meghan, do you have anything to say about the viral video? Harry, are you worried about the reaction? Is there tension between you two?" For a second, it looked like Harry might respond, but Meghan gently touched his arm. He stopped. She smiled at the cameras and said only one line. "People will always talk. We're focused on what matters." That short response sent the internet into another frenzy. Some praised her for staying classy. Others called the answer too vague. But everyone agreed on one thing: Meghan knew exactly how to make a moment. Harry, however, looked tense. His silence became its own headline. Harry refuses to answer questions. Meghan speaks while Harry stays silent. Royal couple shows united front or hidden tension. The drama continued to grow. Behind the scenes, the couple reportedly returned home exhausted. Meghan felt proud that she had stayed calm. Harry felt relieved they had avoided a bigger confrontation, but the pressure had not disappeared. Later that night, Harry finally opened up. "I hate seeing you go through this," he said. Meghan looked at him softly. "I hate seeing you trapped between two worlds." That was the truth neither of them could avoid. Harry was no longer fully inside the royal family, but he was not free from it either. Meghan had chosen a life with him, but that life came with a level of scrutiny few people could survive. "I chose you," Harry said. Meghan nodded. "And I chose you, but sometimes it feels like the whole world is in this marriage with us." That line captured the emotional weight of everything. Because the viral video was only the spark. The real fire was the public obsession with their relationship, their choices, and their distance from the royal family. Then came the final twist in this part of the story. A surprising wave of support began to rise. Fans started posting messages defending Meghan and Harry, saying the criticism had gone too far. Hashtags supporting the couple began trending alongside the negative ones. One fan wrote, "People forget they are human." Another said, "Every couple has tense moments. Imagine yours being analyzed by millions." Slowly, the conversation began to shift. Not completely, but enough to change the tone. The same internet that had attacked them was now debating whether the backlash had become cruel. Meghan saw the supportive posts and became emotional. "There are still people who understand," she said. Harry smiled faintly. "More than you think." But even with support growing, unresolved questions remained. Who leaked the video? Why did it go viral so quickly? Was the timing accidental, or was someone trying to damage their image? Those questions created a fresh layer of mystery. According to the fictional drama surrounding the situation, Harry became convinced that the video had not gone viral by chance. "The timing is too perfect," he said. Meghan looked concerned. "You think someone pushed it?" "I think someone wanted this conversation to happen." Whether true or not, that idea added fuel to the fire. Fans began speculating about hidden motives, old enemies, and media manipulation. The story transformed again from relationship drama into a possible betrayal. And once betrayal entered the conversation, there was no going back. Harry reportedly asked his team to look into how the clip spread. Meghan, meanwhile, focused on staying calm publicly. But privately, emotions were still raw. The family remained silent. The palace made no comment, but silence once again became part of the story. Royal fans wondered, was the silence respectful or was it strategic? Some believed the palace wanted distance from the drama. Others believed the lack of support showed the family divide was still deep. The family was left divided. The public was left guessing, and Harry and Meghan were left facing the same painful question they had faced many times before. Can they ever truly escape the royal spotlight? As the viral storm continued, one thing became clear. Meghan's shocking video had become more than a clip. It had become a mirror reflecting everything people already believed about the couple. To supporters, it showed how unfairly they were treated. To critics, it confirmed doubts they already had. To the media, it was another chapter in a never-ending royal saga. And for Harry, it was personal. He had spent years trying to protect his family from the same pressure that shaped his own childhood. But now, watching Meghan become the center of another global storm, he was forced to face a painful reality. Leaving the palace did not mean leaving the drama behind. Meghan, on the other hand, seemed ready to take control. Not by shouting, not by explaining every detail, but by refusing to let one viral moment define her. In the final scene of this dramatic chapter, Harry and Meghan stood together on their balcony as the sun set over Montecito. The phones were still buzzing inside. The headlines were still spreading. The world was still talking. But for once, they were quiet. Harry looked at Meghan and said, "Whatever happens next, we face it together." Meghan nodded, though her eyes showed the weight of everything they had been through. "Together," she replied. And while that may sound like a resolution, the truth is far more complicated. Because in the world of royal drama, peace never lasts long. One video can change everything. One silence can raise 1,000 questions, and one public reaction can turn a private moment into a global crisis. For now, Harry and Meghan may be standing united. But with fans divided, critics watching, and the royal family remaining silent, the biggest question still hangs in the air. Was this viral video just a misunderstanding, or the beginning of a much bigger royal storm?